Previously on Savage Sessions, Deadlands Noir, the old Absinthe House blues. Fat Dan Waller, owner of the Absinthe House, hires two patrons, Leroy Jenkins and Professor Joe Rogers, to track down his newest singer, Delilah Starr. The two men eagerly accept the job after being promised a sizable bar tab once the singer is found. As the two sleuths arrive at Delilah's house, they discover that her home has been broken into and that the young lady is nowhere to be found. After a quick search, the men uncover clues that not only is Delilah a voodoo practitioner, but her real name is Rose LaGrange, a former Hex-A co-employee. Also in the house is a love letter from Philippe Duer, another patron of the Absinthe House and annoying fan of Rose. Reporting the news back to their employer, the three men agree time is of the essence to help Rose. Learning that Philippe works at a local bank, the two amateur detectives sweet-talk Philippe's supervisor in hopes of learning the young man's address. They also learn that Philippe has not returned to work after the disappearance of Rose LaGrange.
This episode of Savage Sessions is brought to you and produced by Radio Salad Studios. And now your host, Chucky T.
Good afternoon, players. Welcome back to your Savage Session. My name is Chucky T, and I'll be your host for Deadlands Noir, the old Absinthe House blues.
Hi there. My character's name, Leroy Jenkins. He is a musician, one of immense strength, caring, and fortitude, but yet very little patience for the stupid. Is absolutely happy to show kindness where needed, but happier to this when needed. Always dressed in his finest fives, always wearing a suit, ready for any gig or event. Last week, we made a reacquaintance with an old friend, Claudia Dubois, and where we left was her being helpful in finding out the directions on getting a hold of Mr. Philippe Duer and his, making his connection.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Excellent. If you have a way of keeping track of your bennies, go ahead and grab yourself another one. You should be starting the game with 4.
Right on.
All right. Mr. Fisher, you are up.
All right. My character is Professor Joseph Rogers. Everybody calls him Joe. He is a 6'1", 270-pound person. Wears an old, beat-up suit. Has a few old patches in it. Instead of wearing like nice dress shoes somebody would wear with a suit, he wears an old pair of work boots, lugging around his backpack or satchel with his tools in it.
Okay.
When we left off last time, we were out. I was waiting outside of the house or apartment building that we were at, and enjoying myself some drink to quiet the voices while you went to speak to Mr. Dubois.
All right. So, yeah, that's good. All right. Good. Same thing, Greg. If you have a way to keep track of pennies, go ahead and grab yourself an extra one. Where you guys started was Mr. Bois. I love that. Bois. So that's her apartment. So it's not hard to jump on this trolley car get a ride over, and then it'll take you pretty much right to this address, and then you guys can hop off real quick. So like I said, it takes just a few minutes to pinpoint the exact location. Like I said, it's just a small building, 3 stories. There's no guy at the front. You guys know what room number he is. He is on the 3rd floor. And this is just your basic 1930s. It's not a flop house. Not by any means. It is definitely a middle class apartment building. Nice frescoes. Decent paint jobs on the outside and on the inside. It looks like the owner might be trying to panache the place up. It's got some, Art Deco, here and there, but it's not very consistent. And so, yeah, as you guys are going up, like I said, 3rd floor, we'll say he's in the 13th room. Yeah. You guys got the floor. How you handling this?
Okay, so we've actually tracked him down.
Oh yeah. She gave me the address.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. Okay. Knock on the door. Let's pray everything is happy and we can actually talk to the guy. So, knock, knock, knock.
Oh yeah, there's a thing, and like the little peephole, it's dark, and all of a sudden it kind of lights up, so he's looking out, and all of a sudden it kind of opens, shuts,
Oh, yeah.
opens, shuts.
So, because I have no patience for people, knock, knock, knock again.
Shuts.
So,
Yeah. Hello, can I help you?
yeah, Philip DeWare, would mind if we could have a word with you for a moment?
Oh, well, what's this about?
I'm not going to talk through a door now. Just be kind enough to open it, please.
Okay, so now is it intimidation, taunt, or persuasion?
We're going to go taunt on this one.
What's that?
We're going to go taunt on this one.
Okay, taunt. Okay, taunt. That means you're either trash talking him or you're trying to kind of lie to him or something along those lines.
Let's see.
Greg, you can if you think if there's a way that Joe can help. Hey, Jay, I'm sure you'll be a big help to Leroy here. But yeah, if there's a way you think you can help out to support Leroy, because obviously Leroy is taking the reins on this one. It does not have to be persuasion or anything like that. It's just if you could think of a realistic way to try and help him, you may attempt to try and give him some support if you want.
Manners, my intimidation rolls sucked.
Okay.
I subtract 2 from persuasion rolls, so I suck there. I'm going to look at Leroy and say, he doesn't want to open it up, I'm going to open it up my way.
And I just politely step off to the side and say, have at it, brother.
Oh, okay. So there's no more talking because Felipe's on the other side. I know I'm a little late on money and everything, but look, it's not that big a deal. I mean, I've almost got it. I just, really, I don't want any trouble, guys. Greg, what are you doing?
I'm going to look at the door and tell him you got one more chance to open up, talk to him. And if he doesn't open up, I'm going to drop a havoc.
Ooh.
Okay, so now, do you want to do this as a role, or is this you're just telling him matter-of-factly this is what's going to happen?
I'm just going to tell him. If he doesn't open the door and talk to us, I'm going to open it my way.
Genius.
The professor's running a little short on me. Too many,
Yeah. So why is the professor running low on patience? What's going on there, real quick?
too many voices and getting annoyed.
Yeah.
Right. Not a problem.
He's running out of
Yeah. Yeah, Greg, why don't you go ahead and give me that weird science roll? We're just gonna roll right into this. So let's come back now. As you're doing, go ahead.
get ready to do it. I tell Leroy to
No, 10-4, sir. Can carry on.
Now, as you go ahead and make the roll, let's do that first.
for the weird science.
Yep, weird science. It'll be weird science and your wild die.
So that's an 8 and a 6. There's the wild. There's the weird science.
Oh, correct.
Okay. All you need is a 4. So that's a success. So
Seven.
here's oh wait. Oh yeah.
So this wall explodes, apparently.
Oh no, not
Kind of touch the door.
just kind of let it go. Okay, so
Let it go against the door.
this is the fun part because I'm gonna be honest with you, Greg. I don't know exactly how this is supposed to work on inanimate objects. So here's what we're gonna do. They have to make, with a success on Havoc, they have to make a strength roll at -2. If you got a raise, they have to do it at -4. So, but here's the thing: is that it's area effect.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the area of effect.
True.
Leroy is in the area of effect.
I didn't get back far enough, huh?
I'm afraid I'd have to be running down a hallway right now.
Philippe is in the area of effect. The walls and rugs and stuff are, and the paintings on the walls are in area of effect.
Oh, wow.
This is interesting. This is interesting. So I'm just gonna go on the fly here, and so first things first, real quick, describe exactly, minus what happens to the people, but just describe what happens when you use this device in your head. What does it look like? Like what is Joe doing?
This device, because it says it's supposed to be touch in the range.
Got it. Okay.
So I just basically kind of take and just touch the door with my right hand.
And then boom.
It goes as soon as I touch.
Okay, not a problem. Okay. So why don't you go ahead and give me a strength roll, because it happens as soon as the glove touches the door. For a hot second, there's a hum, and his hand is kind of lit up in a pale green color, and then all of a sudden, you can see the shock waves come off of him.
Oh,
and
okay.
before you get a chance, because you think because when you stood back, you took like a couple of steps back, let him do what he's got to do. Wasn't far enough away by a long shot. That pulse hits you. First of all, paintings are on the wall. Just they get thrown on the wall the door's on, the wall behind you. So the rug underneath you actually rips in half and goes skittering and to the left and to the right. And so go ahead, give me a strength roll with the wild die. See what happens to you. We're gonna have to have Greg do this too. Oh,
so that's not good. So wild is 4 or 6. I can't remember.
Six side die.
Okay.
You roll again. You got that 6. Here we go.
Come on.
Got a turkey? No turkey.
Oh.
Oh, that was a D8. Oh, what are you doing?
Wait a minute. Dude, mouse slid. Sorry. Disregard that. There you go.
Same thing. So we got 10. Okay, so 10 minus 2 is 8. So you're a success in a race. So you actually managed to, it hits and just kind of hunker down, instinctively jumping into a boxing stance. And it hits, and it feels like a big dude just pulling you all over your body. As it's just this massive push by some unseen force. And you stagger back, you're pushed up against the wall on the other side. Greg, I'm gonna need you to give me the same thing.
You said a strength roll?
Yes.
D6. There's the strength. There's the wild die. Looks like Joe's going for a ride.
Joe's back. Hey, so here's what we're gonna do.
Joe's half drunk anyways.
All right, so I'm gonna roll for Philippe real quick.
Wah.
Oh yeah, you hear that? Now I'm gonna roll for the door. Now, actually, hold on. This is also for Philippe. I'm gonna make Philippe a wild card. 5, still -2. That's a 3. So yeah, no, we're gonna roll for him in a second. Now for the door, because honestly, I'm just going, shooting from the hip here. I'm gonna give the door an 8 for strength. So like to be holding on. I don't know. Maybe it should be more, but we're just gonna roll with this. I got a D8. There's the 8.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow. Good on you, door.
The hell of a door.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh, I almost got a Benny. Okay. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. So here's where it goes. Here's where Havoc gets nasty. As this stuff goes, for those who fail, if they fly backwards, if they hit any other inanimate object or hit another object, which does include people, they take 2d4 damage, and these can ace. So we're gonna roll for Philippe. So the door just sit there and it shakes. Okay. I'm not happy with that rolling, by the way. I'm definitely going to go on and I'm going to ask them about that. Say, hey, a player of mine had Havoc and he used it on a door as the epicenter. How does that work? I'm curious as to what they say because I have not read anywhere about that. So anyway, regardless, the door's there. It's rattling like all get out. Things are going to fly everywhere. We're going to roll for Felipe first. 2d4. Okay, you hear him go flying backwards. He does hit something, and he is on the ground. We're going to roll for Joe. Okay, there's the 2, there's the 4, so that's 6. Okay, so that's 9. Okay, Greg, what's your toughness?
5.
5. Okay, for every 4 points above 5, it causes a wound. So right now you are shaking in a wound. So you got to throw him back now. Do you wish to spend a Benny to soak this wound?
Yeah, why not?
If you don't spend the Benny, it could take up to 5 days for that wound to go away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got an extra Benny at the beginning, so
yeah, go ahead. Now you roll a wild die into vigor, and all you need is a 4. If you get a 4, then you've soaked the wound and you're not shaking either. So he just gets thrown back and gets rattled.
You said it's bigger?
Yes. Your wild die and your bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. You can roll a 6 again. Okay, you're fine. All right, so yes, congratulations. Spent the Benny. Yeah, boom, and you just okay. Okay.
But drug himself off the floor?
Oh yeah, you go flying back and you hit the wall and you dent in the drywall and you slide down and push yourself up off the ground. Luckily, you were in between the studs, so you didn't really impact anything major hard. You look over at Leroy. What's Leroy doing right now? Just seriously, there is a huge, easily 30-foot all around you guys down this hall. Rug has been split in half. Paintings that were on the wall have been flung all the way down. Other doors have been blown off hinges. Cracked walls, floors got a little bit chunked up here and there. Yeah, but the door he wanted to move is still there.
Oh, yeah, that's something. So I'm looking at the door, wondering how it's still closed. I've got this huge jaw
My God.
drop. I can't even speak. My heart's still beating like 1,000 times a second. I'm looking at the professor. I'm like, what? And that's it. I'm just like totally astounded by the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm picking myself up off the floor, dusting off my hat.
like it's no big deal. Yeah.
I looked at Leroy and I said, apologies. Quit going.
Yeah. I'm just
Weird science.
I kind of salute him and like,
You can the two of you can hear Philippe on the other side of the wall. You can hear him staggering around, and his voice has definitely gone up a couple octaves. He's now begging for you not to kill him, and then all of a sudden you hear him, and you because you can just barely make out him saying, because it was a little high. He's screaming for you, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. I'm sorry. Then all of a sudden he gets really quiet. You guys can all of a sudden you can hear just barely on the other side of the door. Oh my God, they're gonna kill me. There's a lot more commotion going on the other side of the door. What are you guys doing?
So I'm gonna touch the door handle and see if maybe the impact was enough to break it to where it opens.
It will not open. It is still locked, but like I said, whatever he did, honestly, it must have been a fluke. You don't know why this door is still standing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's a middle-class apartment. The doors aren't really made to be easily broken,
Should one try and kick it in?
That was my thought.
If you guys want to, Everett, with your strength, okay, the door isn't going anywhere. So the main thing I need you to do now, you can work together. Joe, if you want to help. Now this
I got full.
I want to kick it like an FBI.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to work together, if you both give me fighting rolls,
Okay.
Everett, if you want to be the primary, Greg, if you want to be the backup, it can, but it's your choice because remember, if you fail, it means you were a hindrance instead of a help. It's a -1.
Ouch.
All right. I've only got 4 on fighting.
So there's my fighting and there's my wild.
Roll again.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so you got 11. Okay, so it's a hit, and technically it's a raise. Now, here's the suck part. With inanimate objects, the way the rules kind of roll, okay, and I'm just trying to run this as close as I can to the rules for now. They state that you can't like inanimate objects. If you get a raise, you're supposed to get an additional D6 for damage. Because that means you got an exceptional hit. They say inanimate objects don't have like weak points. I say that's bullcrap. Especially after this thing got rattled with havoc, I'm going to give you the extra damage. Greg, were you trying to back him up or no?
No,
Wait,
just look.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not a fight.
So Everett, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give you the extra D6 for damage. That was a good roll. So what you're going to do is now it's just your strength. Wait, no, you had the boxing, but you're not boxing. You're just mule kicking this thing, right?
Yeah, just
okay.
Right.
So it's your strength plus an additional D6. You add them together, these can 8s.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so strength was a D6 plus an additional D6.
No. What's your strength again?
6.
Look at your character sheet.
Hold on, Ed. No, you called me out, aren't you? Hold on. Strength.
Oh, you was like 8 or something.
Oh, strength is a 10. Holy cats.
10.
Okay. So we'll take that.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna be nice to you. I'm gonna give you that first D6, so you can go ahead.
You're very kind. So
I'm gonna say the D6 and the 2, so you got an 8 already. Okay. So go ahead, roll me that D10.
Shake and bake. No. Okay.
That's fine. That's 14 damage. That's more than enough to quote unquote make a wound on this door. So yeah, so Leroy kicks back and just foot slams forward, connects, and well, you know what? Actually, this is your success. You go ahead. You tell us. Give us a brief description of what the hell just happened.
Okay, so I just happened to just kind of tell the professor, just step on back. I just smiled.
His turn to step back now, huh?
Yeah, that's right. And this is how bass players do it. So I basically turn around and I'm just like totally effortless, just leg about waist high right to the door. And it just happens to be just to the left of the door handle. Literally the door splinters at that point. The door handle and its whole assembly stays in the door jamb, and then the rest of the door flings open.
Okay, I can go with that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Phenomenal, boys. I love what you guys are doing here so far. So give yourselves each a penny.
Yay.
Yay. Fantastic. So poor little baby is, oh God, wrong laptop. Oh, that's gonna be my thing. It's just gonna be my thing. Okay, so let me I'm gonna throw Philippe's picture out on board. 1 second.
That'll work.
Oh yeah. Oh dude. He's oh yeah. Totally.
There he is. He's just in there, and he's a little dude. There's really not a whole lot to him. And the shiner and split lip whole 9 yards. Someone has recently kicked the crap out of this poor dude.
Nice.
Like the simple white cotton shirt, suspenders, no tie, but he's done at the top, and simple black slacks, socks. He's just sitting back. His eyes are huge. Absolutely huge. Now he's on the other side of the room. These apartments are not very big. It has the simple, the door, call it like entryway, which leads right into a living room. The living room is connected to a small kitchenette. To the right, there's also a small hallway to the right. And there is a closet on the left-hand side of the hallway, and at the end, the door's open, and there's the restroom on the left-hand side. There's one door there, and that is also open, and in there is a small bedroom. That is it. It's just a really, really simple little apartment. He's got a radio, he's got a sofa. In the living area itself, there is oh my God, so tongue tied right now. There's a small little table in front of the sofa. It's got some books on it. By the radio, there are 2 bookshelves, and the books are from bottom to top. Each one's about 6 foot tall, about 4 foot wide. And those are also got books organized on it. But yeah, he's on the other side of the room, and he's got a window open. He's now got his hand, holding the window, and he's just, oh shit. Okay, what are you guys doing?
And me, I'm just the type. I just turned to the professor. I just kind of like I gentlemanly opened the door for him, so I'm just like, after you, sir. And I'll wait till we both enter the room, and then one of us will address him.
He drops to his knees, and he's really high pitched. Really high pitched. He's just like,
so you open the door and you let me go first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Just
the professor being the professor.
What's that?
The professor being the professor, he starts as he walks by, he goes, "No, I'm not going to tell him that we weaken the door first."
Nah. Nice.
That is so cool. Oh my God.
And I look at the professor like, listen here. And
Yeah, when now Felipe's kind of looking back and forth because he was on his hands and knees back and just no, I seriously, I don't have the money right now. I was gonna give it to you next Friday. Please don't kill me. When he sees the two of you talking, he kind of looks back and forth, and he turns and he starts to stand up. He's got his hands at the windowsill and he's starting to open the window again.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, rolling intimidation.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm screwed already.
I'll intimidate him.
Everett, if you want, you can go ahead and support him.
Sure.
It's my intimidation because I got mild manner. I get -2 to my rolls.
Ouch.
And I'm only a 4 on intimidation in the first place.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people just don't take him seriously.
All right. Now let's see.
No, all right. Intimidation roll.
Holy cats.
Well, Everett, what were you trying? What is that? How exactly were you trying to help Greg?
Oh, I'm going to intimidate him too, yeah.
Okay, so Greg, how about this? How about you support Everett?
Okay.
Okay, let's do that. Okay,
Yeah, because that's about a 6.6.
Because Leroy, it's not hard to tell. Like when the professor in his head, it might sound like he's a gravelly, gnarled, gunfighter from the old days, but in reality, it just kind of comes out as, I wouldn't do that for you. It's so like, look at him. He's got his hand out the window and he kind of turns and looks back like, Mom?
Yeah. He said, I would not do that.
Okay, so Everett, go ahead, roll me another D6 for that ace.
Shake and bake. Oh,
got 9 on the first one. Roll now. What is your wild?
Wild is 6, isn't it?
Yep. Is your intimidation D6?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll me another D6.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, and so I need you one more. All right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got right now. You have a 9, so that's really good. Now,
sure.
And I'm supporting. You said?
Oh yes. 6 and a D4. Track 2 from
D4.
Okay.
D6.
Okay. All right. So we're looking at now that's not considered a crit fail. You'd have to get natural ones for it to be a crit fail. So we look at the 3, you subtract 2 from that, so it's a failure. So that subtracts 1 from Everett's roll. So regardless, he's still got an 8. That's
okay.
I'm gonna go that as a success and a raise. To where it's kind of his hands come up and he raises them. He walks back a little bit and he kind of does a little shuffle around and I mean he's like all of, oh God, what, he's a little dude, man. He's like 5'6", 5'7", maybe.
Wow.
He's a skinny dude. He's a little dude, little skinny. Yeah, kind of sit there and he's looking at the two of you and he just in a real meek voice, he's just, oh, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Look, I ain't gonna kill you, and neither is my friend. I'll talk him out of it, but not to say that's gonna be a sure guarantee. But now listen, we're here for one reason.
Professor, he's gonna put.
Yeah, well,
I am loving his character. I'm sorry. So I'm like, now listen, I'll talk the 3 of him out of it, but now listen, you gotta understand.
Oh, Greg, you need to give me a spirit roll. There's a bunch of them that are pissed right now.
Well, at least I have an 8 on that.
3, just 3.
Well,
big boy can't count. There's more than that here.
No idea. I got it to me.
Oh, okay. I'm giving him the benefit.
Anyway, while Greg makes this roll, go ahead, Everett, keep talking.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Okay.
So 5 and a 7.
Nice.
You've pushed him down. You pushed him down.
I took another swig.
They say
Right.
thank you.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, look, dude, we're here just to get some information on Miss Rose. We need to find her, and we think you're the only one that can tell us where she is.
Ware's looking at you, and he kind of seriously, he's doing the whole
Who's Rose?
who's Rose. I don't I don't get anyone named Rose.
Oh, what was her other name that she was going by?
Phone.
Yeah. 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 So you might recognize the last name Star. Can you help a brother out, man?
It's Miss Star. Oh, and his eyes get real big. He's like, "Oh, but wait, um, oh, did that horrible man from the bar send you? I've been staying out of the bar though. He told me to stay out of the bar. I stayed out of the bar. I haven't gone into the bar. Why would he? Oh God, you were here to rip my kidneys out like he said he was gonna do to me. Oh,
Well,
I've been out
if
of the
you
bar.
don't give us the straight answer, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now, listen, we've seen you stand across the street. We've seen you watch her from a distance. You are going to tell us where she is.
At home. Yeah, this is Andy backs up. It's like, it was she at home. She's at home. I don't know. That's why I saw her last Friday. Is Miss Star in trouble?
Yeah, but you're going to tell us where she is. I don't believe you.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh God, this is interesting. Okay, yeah. Uh, give me a notice roll now. You're keyed up. So Leroy is convinced that this guy's lying through his damn teeth.
Yep.
So you're gonna go ahead and subtract 2 from this roll. Greg, we'll see if your character can pick up on this because, yeah, he's telling the truth. But I'm curious to see if you guys can pick up on this or not. So yeah, wild night notice roll.
So I got now I need to clarify how to here real quick.
Yes.
So this little chart that comes up, it's a D4 plus 2. So is that the 2 next to the D4 in the chart?
Hold on a second. So, okay, so you're on the right hand side. You clicked on.
Yeah, just the dice roller itself.
Oh, the 2. Yeah, that means it'll roll 2d6. Like, right?
Yeah, if you want to just roll one of them, you click D6.
Yeah. But if your wild die and your notice are both D6, then go ahead and click on that 2. It'll roll 2.
So a D4 plus 2 is basically a D6 then.
No. So
No, it's not plus. That multiplies the dice.
So actually it's 2D4.
yes, it'll roll. So what is your notice?
D4 plus 2 it says.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. So you're gonna roll a D6 separately and a D4 separately.
Right.
Now you're plus 2 because you have, what have you got there? We got a
That's
2 and a 1. Okay, so yeah, no, you're not buying it. You're not buying it. No, he's lying. No. You're too keyed up right now. You're not seeing it. You're just not seeing it, which is fine. So just go ahead, roll with that. Greg, go ahead and.
Where'd my notice go? Notice is a D6. And then a wild.
There you go. Okay, the 5 is good. So you'll be able to, yeah. So you're looking at this, and Leroy is just kind of, yeah, he's really keyed up. I mean, really keyed up. And Felipe his eyes are getting bigger and bigger as Leroy's walking towards him. Yeah, you're sitting there, and you're looking at this. It's like, holy crap! You think the kid's telling the truth? Holy crap! Oh my God, Leroy's gonna punch his head through that window. Oh my God! You get the flashback of Leroy mule kicking the door. Oh my God, he's gonna mule kick the kid out the window. Oh, he's gonna kill this kid. All right.
Now I'm half smiling because half the voices are going, yes! The other half be going, no, wait, we might be able to get some other. Let's get.
All right. So here's what we're going to need you to do. And you might want to have a Benny ready. It may get ugly. It may get ugly. You're gonna need to persuade. You're gonna need to persuade him. You're gonna need to talk him down. He needs to come down. He needs to come down a step or two.
Okay. All right. So persuasion roll.
Yep. So go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and real quick. The camera swings around over to Leroy. Leroy's pissed, and Leroy, you're just going through. You remember when you first met Miss Starr? Remember first time singing with her? You remember, just the rush. The crowd went crazy. Then the next night when there was more people, and you're with her. You're part of something big. She's really good. The smile on Dan's face, the smile on the people's faces. Her coming out of her shell. She was so timid when she was first kind of up there. You guys in the back telling her, you just need to relax and all this stuff. And now she's gone. Now she's gone. And this little, oh my God, this little creep is, oh, no. No, you can shake all you want, buddy. And you can hear someone kind of off to the side, kind of saying something, but it's like, no. All you really see is red, and it's bad, and it's just getting worse. And not only that, but then there's yeah. We need to go ahead. Give me a spirit roll real quick.
All right, let me figure out what number that's gonna be.
If you fail this roll, you are going to hurt. You are going to hurt Philippe.
Okay, spirit is a D6.
Maybe not kill, but you are going to hurt them. And Greg, that will not be good.
Okay, so first roll in wild. There you go.
Okay, good.
Like I said, the professor half mixed feeling. Half of his
yeah. So you're trying to. Okay, good. Everett, go ahead, roll me that 6 again.
Yeah.
Greg, why don't you go ahead and give me a notice roll real quick?
Another notice roll?
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be D6 and D6.
Okay, good. Everett, good. You got, okay. So you got 10 on 10. I'm going to go ahead and, oh my God, Greg, roll those two again.
Both of them?
Yep.
Yeah, they're both a 6, man.
Yep. Okay, so Greg, this how as I'm looking at this, I'm just going straight down. So we got a 6 and a 3, a 6 and a 4. So you got a 10, which is more than enough. Greg, holy crap! There's a lot of noise coming in the hallway, and as you turn, you look at the door. There's a little old lady standing there. Her eyes are huge. She takes two of you, lock eyes for a second, and also she turns. She looks at Leroy and Philippe. She looks back at you. And then she starts screaming, and Leroy hasn't quite snapped out of it. So I'll come back to you in a second because the camera pans around because, it's within a matter of seconds, Leroy. You have moved forward because as you see Philip, you see his mouth moving. He's talking. His head shaking, his hands are still up, and he sees his lips are moving, and there's just this. You're seeing red, and there's noise, and also the noise just gets deafening, and it sounds like tires squealing on pavement, and all of a sudden, as it's going, you close your eyes for a second, your hands are clenched up. Philip's eyes get huge because, man, these aren't hands. These are honest to God black anvils. And his eyes are huge. And you open your eyes because as your eyes, just for a few seconds, your eyes were closed, you see all these horrible thoughts about what this guy did to Rose. And they're horrible. They're absolutely, they are truly disturbing images that just run through your head. And as you're sitting there, and I'll let your imagination carry you where you will, because it's that bad. And as it's going through, whatever the last thing that your character saw, the camera kind of pans around, and you're standing there, and you're in the maelstrom of just I need to break this man right now. And all of a sudden, you hear just the it's your favorite tune. In fact, it's your first tune you learned when you were a kid doing the bass. And it's you standing there, and the whole room's black. And it's just you off in the distance looking at yourself, and it's such a ridiculous sight, but it actually makes you smile because you remember that day. It's so clear. That thing was huge. You had no, I mean, you were a big kid to begin with, but this thing was huge. You had no business with this thing. But it was just so damn cool, man. And it was that day you knew, I'm going to master this bad boy. And as you open your eyes again, you can hear Joe talking to somebody. And you look up at Philippe, and you're looking at this guy, and he's so small. And he's so terrified. And there's just a part of you that says he's not terrified of, being caught. He's terrified because of you. He's terrified of you. And the more he talks, he says, because now he's stammering. He's practically crying. He's so scared of you. And he has some plaster. And you're looking at it, and the window's about halfway open. He's so lost in terror right now. He doesn't even realize that he could have easily ducked through that window and out the fire escape, like he was originally planning on it. And the world comes back, it fades down, and you swear for a hot second, you hear it's so clear, but you hear a voice in the back of your head. No, not the back of your head. It's like in your gut. Just sitting there, just sitting there, oh, come on! And then it fades out. And it's gone, and you're back. You need to calm this guy down. Greg, you got that little old lady, and she's starting to scream that hitmen are here. They're killing the banker. Okay, so we're gonna go back and forth. Greg, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going to attempt to try and talk and calm the old lady down, explain to her something of what's going on.
Got it. Everett, what is your guy doing?
Because that description that you went with was just absolutely hitting home, truthfully. So I am realizing that I am probably attacking this situation the wrong way, that I'm not going to get any answers from him. All I'm going to do is get him to probably mess himself, and then that's not going to achieve anything.
Oh, he's already done that.
Oh, outstanding. So, yeah. So I come down to, I calm myself down to a point where I can actually talk with a dude, and I look at him, and it's like, listen, either you know where she is, or you know somebody that knows. You've got one choice, and I'm going to tell you, if you give me the wrong answer, you're going to either tell me where she is, or you're going to help. What's your answer?
Ooh. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna have you roll. Well, I mean, because that was obviously intimidation, but he, his eyes get kind of big. He looks around and he just says that, um, he takes a deep breath, and again, he hasn't looked at the window at all. When he looks at you, he tries to muster up as much courage as he can, and he looks you right in the eyes. And it's hard. You can tell he's having a hard time doing it. He is kind of cowered down. He's kind of looking up at you. I saw her last Friday, and that was it. I haven't seen her since.
Then
Look,
you are
was
going to help me find her. You are going to help me find her. That is that.
I mean, I know where she lives. Because she's always walking home at night, which is ridiculous. This is crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on one second, Miss Travers. Just shut up. Loud. Shut up.
That's hooked up.
I saw it, Joe. I mean, you're trying. It's just not working. It's just not working at all.
Yeah.
His
voices aren't helping him,
The old lady kind of perks up and she looks. She's like, "They're not here to kill me. I mean, it looks like you're not. Just go back to your room. Oh, what about you? Get on my room." The lady kind of looks up and then, "Fine. I hope you die." So we're going to cut and we're going to go forward. Phil is now come out of the kitchen. He hands Leroy a cup of coffee, and he's walking over towards where Joe is putting the door, back up, and he's got his stuff out. He's trying to kind of patch it together somehow. As Phil is handing guys coffee, he's like, "Yes, I mean, look, guys, I'm seriously, more man, I'm not kidding. The last time I saw it was last Friday. I was completely downtrodden when I found out. I always try to get to every show that Miss Star's at. She's just absolutely divine. I didn't realize that. I guess I'm a bit of a romantic at heart. He's gone back to the kitchen. He's been getting himself a cup of coffee. He's walked back. I had no idea that I was upsetting. But looking back on it, I can see it. I'm not a poet, and I should have known better. And when Dan, told me he was gonna rip my kidney out, beat it to me if I ever came back in the Absinthe house again. Well, I did. It's her voice, right? And it's just, I've never heard anything like it before, ever. And I've been to a lot of clubs. She's always walking home. I noticed that right away. Always walking home, and that's just crazy. That's just absolutely crazy. So I did. I followed her. Which again, hindsight, that was pretty creepy. Oh
no, yeah, you're right there, boy.
Oh God, that really. Oh God. So now he goes into beating himself up.
Now look, kid, I know you're beating yourself up, and that's all well and good because, frankly, you'd rather have yourself beat you up than me. But the point remains.
Grace.
Yeah, it does. Listen, we need to find her. I don't care if you're in on it. I don't care what the story is. That is our goal. Okay, she's not.
Guys, I would love to help. Because when you guys explained that, because of course his first thing when you guys mentioned it was that he said, "Well, she's at home." Like, no, she's not. How much details did you guys go into regarding her home?
Let's just say to him that we know for a fact she's not there, and leave the rest to obfuscation on his part. We don't want to give him too much detail because, frankly, he's creepy enough already.
Yeah, so he's sitting there, and his eyes, as you guys talk, his eyes get huge. He goes, "Oh my God!" I would never hurt Miss Star. I mean, the last time I saw her was that Friday. I was not in the right frame of mind. it was the first time I tried absinthe. When in Rome, it is the Absinthe House. And I followed her. She had gone to the house, and I was getting ready to leave. And I saw it was a truck. It was a Packard. It was a truck, and
Was it green colored?
yeah, it was. And the tailgate, or the tailgate was it was hanging. I thought for sure it was gonna fall off. Just struck me as really weird. 'Cause I think it was just hung on by wire or something. It was like chicken wire. That's what it looked like. I thought for sure it was good. So I don't know. That it just stuck out to me, and I saw two men walking out, going out to her place, and just something there told me that just didn't look right. And so I was gonna go up, and all of a sudden this cop comes out of nowhere. And he starts motioning to his face, the black eyes pull up. He starts beating the hell out of me. Guys, honestly, I'm telling you right now, I don't even remember how I got home. I mean, he kicked the crap out of me. And that's it. I haven't even gone back to work. I mean, how am I going to explain this?
Anything else you can tell us about the guys? Maybe what they look like?
One was big, like you. He points to Joe, like you, big.
Well, now, son, everybody is big compared to you. Well, how about a little bit more detail?
Oh, well, no. What I mean was, he was tall. He was tall. They were both white. They, the guys that work on the docks, they kind of dress like that. But they're both dressed pretty much. I'm sorry. Firstly, I thought it was thugs. I mean, that's what they remind me of. When you go to the picture shows and you see those little serials before the movie. It's really. I almost laughed at first because really comedic how they, those striped shirts with the suspenders and all that. I mean, it's just and the golfer caps. Oh my gosh, she's in trouble. I mean, what can I do to help? I mean, just anything. I will. Miss Star's an amazing lady, and I don't want anything bad to happen to her. What can I do?
Well, you obviously don't know who these jokers were that came out, or
No, hand to God, never seen them before.
Was there anything else you could tell us, like things going on at the house you noticed when you were there?
No, honestly, but then again, I never had the courage to really approach Miss Star. Look, Mr. Jenkins, if I can help, I want to help. What can I do?
Okay, so you need to help us track down these jokers in this green pickup.
Well, the other thing that we still have left.
You know what? Dang it, Professor, there's a reason you're a professor. What do you say? Because all of a sudden, wheels starts connecting. What do you say we go to that dairy?
I'm in service.
What are the odds of that truck's at that dairy?
Very well.
Yeah.
No. On my miles.
Gosh, Professor, you're the smartest man I know.
When do you guys want to go to this dairy place tomorrow?
All right. Well, seeing everybody is a little bit more calmed down, Leroy pulls out his just gloriously wonderful pocket watch because he loves time, and he looks at the professor, looks back at the watch, shakes his head, and he puts it back in his pocket, and he looks at Philippe, and he says, now, I really think the best bet, if we're going to find this guy and see if he's at the dairy, we need to catch him unaware maybe tomorrow morning after we know for a fact that they're operating. And we need to go there and look for this truck. We think that's going to be I think anyway, going to be the best bet in seeing if he actually works there. If, we go there now, it's obviously he's not going to be there. Or anybody that drives that truck. So, I don't know. That's just my idea.
Fourth, and he's like, me too?
Good answer.
Are we taking him with us?
Yeah, I think we'll take him with us. Maybe if we see these two guys, or and maybe he would have a better idea as what these two guys look like too.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. If I saw them again, yeah. Yes.
Good answer.
All right, so Philip's excited now. I think it's what time? You guys want to meet there again?
Let's say about 9 a.m. It's a little early for me, but it would be late enough because, dairies are going to be operating, but that would be my guess.
Okay, yeah, 9 o'clock. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So is Felipe going to meet us, or is he going to tag along with us tonight?
Philip will meet you guys there.
Okay.
Unless you guys really want him to tag along with you for whatever you guys are doing for the rest of the night.
I don't think I want to scare him.
Okay, so
He's got him calm back down.
So Greg, how does Joe finish up his night?
Oh, after I talk with Leroy and Felipe, and we decided we're gonna, I guess, meet in the morning. I'm gonna go scrounge up something to eat and some more booze, and then probably go back to my shop.
Okay, all right, not a problem.
Because late at night, I can't really find any side jobs unless Dan needs something done at the bar. Actually, I think I will do that.
Pop over to Dan's to see if he needs some help.
Because we got the bar tab anyway, so I can pick up my alcohol there on the way through.
Go and indulge. Nice.
So
Nice.
I don't get up at you.
gotta go refill one of my stashes.
Nice. Okay. All right. So going to the Absinthe house. Okay.
Well, after we make this decision, I stand up. I set my coffee mug down on the table. I pat dude on the back, though he kind of flinches a little bit. He didn't expect that. And I look at him and I says, now listen. He says, I'm sorry about earlier, but, things being as they are. He says, we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
We'll discuss things further at that point. If we don't find them, then we'll figure out what's going on next. He says, we'll see you then. Sorry about the door. No, not really. He says, I rather enjoyed that. I got to be honest with you. He says, but the professor fixed it a little bit. I think that'd be all right.
Yeah, he looks at the door. There's like industrial hinges now, and he's got like copper straps that are holding the lock. In fact, honestly, you completely removed the locking mechanism. And as you guys are going, the camera pans down. Philippe's looking down at the doorknob is supposed to be, and it's now a ghost powered keypad.
Nice.
Dan sees Joe, and he gets kind of excited, and so he basically he just wants a a quick breakdown. So you guys are at the end of the bar, and he's leaning forward, and he pours you whatever drink you usually get. If there's a more top shelf version of that, that's what he pours for you.
Maybe I will stop at the Absinthe House to get a little something to go and call it even.
So okay, now again, right now he's talking to Joe. Everett, you'll be in momentarily. It won't be too long after this. I'll let you know. So Dan pours the drink for Joe and he leans forward and he's like, "All right, partner. Well, anything new?"
Nothing major. We went and talked to what was her name? Claudia Dubois.
Dubois.
That's what it was. Claudia Dubois. Went and talked to her, got the lowdown, and found out where that Felipe Noir lives.
Okay.
We went over and talked to him for a bit. And
That's
a couple other things.
That no good little ears. Ooh. that SOB know something? Huh? Does he? Little pervert.
No, we scared the shit out of him pretty good.
Yeah, Dan looks confused. He's like, seriously? He doesn't know nothing?
No, he followed her home, kind of gave us more information confirmed information that we already knew.
Wait, well, what do you mean he followed her home?
He was concerned because she was walking home from here, not taking a cab, so he was just following her to make sure she got there safely.
You buy that?
We'll see. He's getting on board to help us. He's going to go with us to the dairy place tomorrow and help us see if we can spot that truck.
All right.
We're keeping an eye on it.
Do you mention anything about the man shack?
What's that?
The man shack. The man shack, Louisiana.
Oh, I forgot about that. Because that was in what we found from the other place, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I filled him in on that too.
Yeah,
we haven't been over to Manchac yet, but that's another thing that's come up.
Oh, you like cigars, don't you?
I do.
Oh yeah, Dan goes under and reaches into his breast pocket, he pulls one out, he hands it to you, and then he gets himself one, bites off the end of it, and it gets out his little clipper, he clips yours, and he lights it up, and so the two of you now he's leaning against the bar. He's heard of the place. It's not far from here.
Yeah. Any oddball going on over there?
Or not that I can think of the top of my head, but you know what? I can do some asking around. You gonna be here for a while?
I'll be here for a bit. Did you get anything that needs fixing while I'm here?
Now that you mention it, yeah. Come with me to the back real quick. You work on this, and I won't count any drinks against you tonight.
All right, give me a few minutes.
He starts to walk off. He turns and he walks back. He says, "I want it normal."
Yes,
you understand me? You understand me, partner?
Yep.
Normal. All right. Don't.
We've only had one mishap.
He goes in as he's walking out. He's buttering to himself and all this. And so you're down there for about a good 5-6 minutes. Looking at this. I mean, you quickly identify the problems that it's having, and it's a pretty mundane fix. You don't.
I'm in there though, but some people come in and out while I'm in there. I can hear the doors open. I'm in there the whole time going, "No, we're not putting a bomb right there." We got to keep it normal.
But regardless, you've already kind of looked around. You found a couple pieces here and there. So you're underneath, you're kind of tinker around, and you hear the door open, the door shut, and you can hear someone walk up, and they just stop. And it gets to the point where it's unnerving because you know they're there. And as you glance over, Dan's a real straightforward guy. All right. The main thing about Dan is he's a Texan, so he's got the boots and he's got the belt. Those big ass belt buckles, and he's usually in jeans and like a flannel shirt or just real simple heavy cotton shirts and suspenders. That's about it. Dan's really basic. The shoes are looking for you. First of all, they're wing-tipped. And they're black slacks.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, especially when the voice comes out. So, hey, Professor, where you been hiding out at? Your place. You slide out, you look up, and there's East. Now, he's by himself.
Okay.
He smiles down at you, and, he's got his hat off. Runs his hands through his filthy ginger.
Yes, this guy.
He's leaned up against one of the racks. So, not here to push no buttons or anything like that, Joe. But, we have some guests over. Wanna give you the lowdown on what's going on there?
We've been asked to look into a girl that disappeared.
Yeah, I really don't care about any girl, Joe. So look, why don't you go ahead? Why don't you tell me about your buddy? What's his name again? He reaches in his pocket and in his vest, his jacket, pulls out a little notebook. He flips, and he's being really over dramatic about it. And he's flipping something. Yes, and that doesn't happen. So as flipping, he stops. He looks down. Yeah, here we go. Leroy. Yeah. We asked you to keep some tabs on that. I like that, JoJo. I like it. When I'm talking to somebody, they get the message. You got the message real good. So why don't you go ahead and what's going on with Leroy? Got any tidbits on him?
Not much to tell about it. I mean, Dan asked him and me and some other people to all look into this, and he was actually plays in the band this missing girl used to sing for.
He flips down, tucks it away, and immediately his body language changes, and he looks down, looks up. Hey, Joe, I really don't care about the girl, okay? But now Leroy, on the other hand, he's he striped up some curiosities to some friends of ours, and so that's it. Just like there's nothing else, nothing weird, nothing like that. Nothing at all. You've been hanging out with this guy for a long time. You, your buddy. Yeah, okay, this Blue Jay
might
guy
have some anger issues, but other than that,
oh man, you know what? Okay, Everett. Oh yeah, and he's just slowly walking up to you. He's getting a little too close. He's about to hit with a wrench. If that wrench was within arm's reach, the voices are already sitting back, and you can hear them in the background, and you swear they're eating popcorn.
Give me the wrong end of the wrench.
As you saunter in, you've already got a couple of people that are like, hey, Leroy, hey, and there's a couple of your buddies are up on the stage. It's just a little nightly gig. And they're like, oh no, Leroy, you can tell that they're between sets, and they're like, oh man, are you here to work? And all this stuff. Now, do they know that you're looking for Miss Star or no?
No, they just,
right.
Hey, it's cool.
That's right, because Dan wants this on the download.
Yeah, completely innocuous as far as their
Gotcha.
perception.
Okay, no, that's fine. Well, Dan sees you, and and he waves you over, and apparently the person that he was serving doesn't particularly care that Dan isn't listening to him, that he's paying more attention to you at the moment, and Dan is waving you over, and the guy's kind of, and Dan takes the car out, looks over at you, he points his finger up, just basically, say, hey, hold on a second, and he turns, he looks at the guy, and his hand snaps out fast, like rattlesnake fast, and he grabs the dude's tie, and he pulls him up, and the guy's, half up, half over the counter, and Dan's now got his nose pressed right against his nose, and he looks at him and says, look here, you SOB, whose place is this? And the guy's sitting there, his feet are kicking, and and Dan pushes his nose a little bit harder. He's almost kissing this dude now. Whose place is this, partner? Yours. Now, if I want to talk to a customer and I don't want to talk to you, I can do that, right? Right? Yeah, Dan. Yeah, no problem, man. Dan, you're joking me. Yeah, no, I'm joking, you stupid. So sit down, shut up. And he lets the guy go, puts the cigar back in, turns to you, and demeanor's completely back to normal. I'll be right down there in a minute. You don't get anything to drink, stupid. But shut your mouth, stupid. And with that, Dan starts to walk down the other end of the bar. And again, Dan being a good bartender, he reaches back and he already knows what you'd like to drink. And again, this time, he's going a little bit to the top shelf. So if there's a better version of what you like to drink, he's getting that for you. And so he pours you the drink, and he's like, hey, the professor's already here. He's giving me kind of a lowdown. He's in the back right now, working on some stuff. You interested in hopping up and making a few bucks tonight?
Yeah, sure, man. Give me a few songs. That'd be all right.
Excellent. Hey, thanks a lot. You know what? I'm not going to count that drink against you. Yeah. The professor.
Man, mighty good of you, ding dong.
Yeah, because I know you didn't say that out loud. So yeah, well, he tells you, hey, be sure to let the professor know that you're hanging out. He might want to stick around, because it didn't look like he really, he just popped in for something to drink, and then I think he was going to be heading out. But if you're up there, maybe he'll stick around and drink some more, whittle that tab down.
There you go.
So yeah. So what are you doing now?
Well, there's always a house base on hand. He walks up to the guys. They're all like, "Hey, you guys you gonna be able to play with us a few?" He said, "Yeah, man, I'll take a few on with you. You'll be all right." Oh man, it'd be like old times, blah blah blah. And everybody cheering, and then he kicks out. It turns out to be 3 or 4 really good long ones, and by that point he's just about ready to fall over, because at that point now it's like 9:30ish, say. Been a challenging day. And, so after that, he goes back to the bar, gets another one, just because he can.
Okay, hold on.
And
I'm gonna stop you there real quick. So while you were up on stage, again, like the guys are like, "Oh, hey, yeah, man, it's like good times." And the one guy, because right now there's no vocals. No one's really singing. It's just the guys up there, and they're just running an instrumental. And the one guy, he turns, he looks back at the guy who's actually up there doing bass, and he looks at him and he goes, "Hey, Terry, piss off. Give Leroy." Terry kind of looks at you and looks at, "Oh, but hey, man, shut up. Piss off. Give Larry the bass. Give Leroy the bass, Terry. Yeah, trust us. You need to do this." I now." And the other two guys, they kind of stand up and look over at little old Terry. Terry's kind of, "The guys suck." and he hands you the bass, and you're up there. Well, as you're up and you do a couple sets, you see you just have to notice that a guy, wearing, he put on a long black coat. He's predominantly, monotone colored. He's got a nice little hat, and he turns and he actually makes eye contact with you for a second. Just a rail of a skinny ginger, and he's got, and the smile is just, it's the kind of smile where you just instinctively want to punch the dude in the throat. And Dan kind of looks over at him, kind of glances around, and kind of points at him, and says, "Hey," and he goes down. You can't hear exactly what he says, but the guy just kind of looks at him, he eyes Dan up and down, kind of smirks, says a little something, and you see Dan kind of, get straight, it just kind of, and Dan watches the guy leave. He doesn't come over the bar, doesn't do anything, he just watches the guy leave. And a little bit later, Joe comes out.
Pissed off, buttering. He's going to stay around for a little bit because he's still got free drinks, right?
Oh yeah. He reached back.
He needs a couple of those after that.
Oh yeah, Dan gets it. He pours you. What is his drink of choice?
Whatever shuts the voices up.
Yeah, he reaches up.
He's not picky. He's used to the cheap stuff, the expensive stuff.
Oh yeah,
just alcohol, and
he reaches up. He grabs a good bottle, the one that he's found that your guy likes. And he does 2 shots, and he says, "This one's on the house. This one comes off your damn tab." All right, so boys, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop here. With Leroy relaxed, and kind of, when he watches as, Joe goes over, finds someplace to sit, and it's just relaxing, with Joe relaxing, Leroy relaxed and getting back into the set, and with the camera kind of panning out, and we end before the screen goes black, and we roll the credits. The outside of the Absinthe House. That's a wrap for this week. Join us again here at Radio Salad Studios, home for Savage Sessions.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and hit that bell icon to be notified when new episodes are released.
Until we see each other again,
go out there,
be safe,
have fun,
and may the dice be with you.
Always.
This game references the Savage Worlds game system, available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle and all rights reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings, and unique characters, locations, and characters, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group.